This is the plaintiff, Rob Luck. He says he's suing his very good friend because the guy has his New York Yankees signed Mariano Rivera baseball and won't give it back. That's right, they've been friends for over 12 years, and it's all come down to this, a lawsuit in front of the Honorable Judge Marilyn Millian of the People's Court. He's suing for $399, the ball's current value. This is the defendant, Van Cerritos. He says he is sure the plaintiff is going to strike out on this lawsuit because the ball's his. He's keeping it and he's not paying a penny for it. The plaintiff is way off base on this one. And after this case is over, everyone who sees it is going to agree. He's accused of running afoul on a friend.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay. Rob Luke, you are suing your good friend, Van Cerritos?
Correct.
For $399, the value of a signed baseball that you believe should be rightfully yours. What's going on?
All right. That day we...
That day when?
On August of 1999. Forgot
99?
the exact... Yeah, 99.
August
That's how long this has been going on.
August 13th of 1999.
It's Friday the 13th.
This is already not starting well. Okay.
So, Van invited me to go to Yankee Stadium in a suite.
Okay.
And in the suite, there was a little party going on, and we were having a little
Van
fun.
had a suite.
I had a suite with my company.
Okay.
I had people there.
So I was actually a potential customer of Van's.
Okay.
So
Did that ever pan out?
No.
Or he just sued you? Okay. Go ahead.
So they had a trivia contest going on in the suite.
Okay.
So during this trivia contest, I was answering a few of the questions and getting
And
some
the trivia
right.
questions were all about?
All about the Yankees, and I
Okay.
know the Yankees very well. And Van claims to know the Yankees well, but he didn't know any answers.
Claims to know the Yankees.
So I answered a question, and the answer was Andy Pettitte, and they gave me an Andy Pettitte sign ball, and they said to me, "You're done. You can't answer any more questions."
Okay.
So another question comes up, and no one knows the answer to it, and Van...
What was the question?
I forgot the exact question.
Because it was 1999.
Because it was 1999,
Okay.
and I'm a little bit older now, so I forget a few things.
Uh-huh.
So Van, does his Rodney Dangerfield look to me, come on. So I give him the answer. It's Mariano Rivera.
The answer was Mariano Rivera.
Right.
Okay.
So Van raises his hand. It's Mariano Rivera. They give him a Mariano ball.
Ah.
So I said, I want the Mariano ball. Here, you take Pettitte, give me Mariano.
Why did you say that to him?
He didn't know the answer.
Okay.
I knew the answer. He didn't.
Okay.
He didn't raise his hand. He didn't know the answer. This has been going on. This is the argument. That's why we're in front of you, Judge.
Okay. Now you two have stayed friends throughout all these years.
Yeah, of course. We're not a ball's
But
not
you
gonna,
want the ball.
I want the ball.
Well, no, the ball isn't between you two. The ball's right now. Did anybody bring the ball to court?
I put the ball right here.
And here's the Pettitte ball that was offered to him.
I don't want to see. No, that's not true.
See that? That's my point, Judge.
That is. It's just. That is. I said that as a joke because I am a big Mariano Rivera fan. And as a matter of fact, when my man started that kangaroo court in the locker rooms,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was invited over to the dugout to give him a gavel and a robe, which he used.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, it's so awesome. I wish I had the
great.
picture. Oh, go to
Yeah.
peoplescourt.com. You'll see the pictures. They'll all be there and in my living room.
See, the ticket's on the side, the original ticket.
I'm going to do a
But
little
see,
shell game and see if they...
So like a good friend that I am, I gave him the answer.
You gave him the answer, and did you say anything before you gave him the answer?
No, there was no time. He just...
Okay, so you gave him the answer, and then you feel that he should now...
Absolutely.
Okay.
If it was
you
the
feel
other
that
way
I
around,
should do this.
Honestly,
That's what you want
honestly,
me to do. Now you know. Oh, now.
Both balls should be
now.
mine.
Hold on. Now you
Both
just want
balls
me to
should be
do
mine,
this.
But I'm doing the right thing and saying, here's your
See,
consolation
that's
prize.
typical Rob.
That's so big of you.
That's typical Rob.
You tell me your side.
All right, my side, very, very simple. I invite him as a guest, as a friend of mine. He comes in.
That'll show you.
Right, yeah. He answered like 3-4 questions. The arbitrator there said, "You're done. You can't." So he's eliminated from the questions anymore. He's done.
So he may know the Yankees, but he doesn't know how to play trivia.
Yeah, he's done.
You had your bets for the item you want. You got to sort of wonder what the answers are going to be. And
the question was a simple question. He fails to remember. I remember.
It's not an argument.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. It's not your turn now. Go ahead.
The question was, who was the setup man for John Wetland in '96?
Why do you keep looking at Douglas?
I have no idea.
I went to say Mariano Rivera. Of course, Rob, being the narcissist that he is, yells right away, Rivera.
To you?
To me. So,
within earshot of everybody, or did he
right,
whisper it?
No, he's right next to me.
No, but I'm saying, like, only you could hear it, or everybody could hear it? Like, in other words, it was intended for you.
Yeah. Which I'm not denying that. That's not a big deal. I raised my hand. He's eliminated from the contest. The lady says, guy in the blue shirt. What's the answer? I said, Rivera. You win the prize. Throws me the ball. It's my ball. Rob right away goes, here you go. Give me the ball. I said,
Wait,
what?
right? And you're sweet?
In
he
my
says
suite,
that?
as
and
a
you're
guest.
sweet as your guest?
Right.
At the moment, he says it. Right away.
At the moment. Here's the petted ball. Give me the Mariano boss. Why would I do that? I answered the question. You were eliminated from it. That's not right.
Was he really mad, or was he laughing?
Well, that's Rob. Rob will argue about just arguing for the sake of arguing. He will probably argue with something about you doing something today.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's just Rob. He argued, that, listen, we've got to get there in a certain time on the train. It's just the way Rob is. Okay. I love him, but he argues just for the sake of arguing.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Okay.
That being said, it's been going on for 13 years.
Okay.
I'll take it a step further. I brought my wife here because in 2001, we have a Subway Series party, okay, Mets versus Yankees. Our firstborn was a year old. We're all watching the game, right? And now you're gonna say
this is not gonna be good.
And Rob's gone for a little bit. My wife went upstairs to go check on the baby. Upon checking on the baby, he looks and sees Rob in my bedroom where the ball was. Now, I'm not accusing him of taking anything, but what's he doing in my master bedroom during the Yankee World Series game? Which means I took the ball away, and I took it 26 and a half miles to my office now because I don't trust him because he's always in my house. He might steal the ball.
Are you kidding me? The guy was in your master bed? Come on up, honey.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So does this plaintiff have any right to this ball?
I don't believe he did because he gave the defendant the answer. And if he really wanted to, he could have said the answer.
Well, it's a little more complicated, but the plaintiff didn't have to give him the answer for sure.
Nobody forced him to give him the answer, to give the other person the answer.
Is it sour grapes?
Yes.
Does he have any leg to stand on?
No.
We will find out, but I think you're right, going inside the courtroom.
What did you see?
I came up to check the baby. She was sleeping. We had some friends over, and Rob was talking a little bit about the ball again. I'm so tired of the ball. I've been best friends with his wife since high school. We introduced them. So we just wanted to stop with the ball. So he was talking about the ball, how it's his ball. And then he excused himself upstairs. He said, I'm going to go use the bathroom. Baby starts crying on the monitor. I go up to check the baby. I said,
the baby's crying because he's in the room. Were you in their bedroom?
No, the baby was next door in her room.
The baby was next door in her room.
Right, but the light's on in the room now, so I'm like, who's in the room? It was a good group of friends. And so I went in the room and I saw Rob. He's all nervous. He's looking around. He's reaching for the ball. I said, what's up, Rob?
Reaching for the ball?
The ball's up on the dresser. I said, what are you doing, Rob? What's going on? And he's like, nothing. I'm warm. I was going to get a T-shirt, and I don't know. And then he said, and he went downstairs. So,
what were you doing in their bedroom?
I don't recall this whole thing.
He doesn't recall
because
this.
he
He
said
doesn't recall
forgot.
questions.
He kept saying that he's got older. He forgot. Maybe you forgot.
Yeah.
Seriously, how do you not recall getting caught in the bedroom? And I'm sure, because I can tell how the two of you get along, that I'm sure you ribbed him nonstop. But the ball's no longer in my room. Now it's in my office. How are you going to get into my office? I'm sure that you've given him grief.
Absolutely.
So you know about why he moved it to his office. So why are you saying you don't remember being in his bedroom?
I don't know about why he moved it to his
I wanted
office.
to stop
He has a whole
fighting.
showcase. He has a bunch of things in his office. Why not that ball also? Has nothing
Where's
to do
your
with me
wife?
being in the room. She's home with 6 kids, unfortunately.
How convenient.
No, it
Yeah.
breaks my heart. It's really, I don't want it to cause a problem between his wife and I.
See, what happens is
That
he's
does
always
not
bringing
deny
it-
the fact that he did not know the answer. He solicited it from me. I gave it to him.
He solicited it from you, or you
Absolutely.
unsolicited
But
tossed
he
it
was
out?
eliminated from the
No,
contest.
absolutely.
So
First of all, he said I yelled the answer. Well, you have said, how did I yell it if no one else heard?
I have a question for you.
And it's not an arbitrator that was asking the questions.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
First of all, what effect, if any, do you think the passage of 13 years has on your case?
0.
Well, strike one. That's your first answer that's wrong in the trivia contest that is my courtroom. Okay? Because there's something called a statute of limitations, and it prevents you from coming to court 13 years later. So you may hold a grudge and want an answer, and it may plague you for 13 years, but everybody's got to go to court in a succinct amount of time so that people don't say things like, it's been too long, I don't remember, right? That's why the law, and if, I'm sorry, did I breathe and give you the impression I was done speaking?
No.
Okay. That's why the law in its infinite wisdom has a cap, a period of time, a certain number of years for different kinds of cases for you to bring it so that you can bring it, it'll be done, and it'll be over and buried before people lose documents, lose memory, et cetera, et cetera. But I want to put that to a side because the last thing that I want to do is not actually on the merits adjudicate this one. I really want to adjudicate this one because you guys are apparently still good friends.
Right.
And you guys are apparently going to continue to be in each other's grill. And you guys are apparently watching each other's kids grow.
Correct.
And you guys are apparently spending a lot of time together. So I want there to be peace. I want there to be peace for the two of you.
That's why we're here, Your
but
Honor.
mostly I want there to be peace for you and your absent Conrad. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Let me explain what this is. What this really is, and the only thing it could be, is a breach of contract case. You feel that somehow there is some unwritten agreement between the two of you that since you gave him the answer, he owes it to you, okay? A court of law can only find that, and frankly, let me just rephrase it, because I don't want you to think that it's just a legal technicality. There is the law, and there's also morality. And in this case, morality and the law are the same thing. So there's no distinction. For you to be right, that this is your ball, what you gave him, which is your premise, I gave you this, so you owe me this. What you gave him has to have had a string attached that he knew about. So in other words, if you whisper to him, "Psst, I'll give you the answer, but if I do, you get that ball, and you and I have to switch. You get the Pettit ball, I get the Mariano ball. Deal?" And he says, "Deal." Okay, Mariano. And that's right. What would give you a right to the Mariano ball. If all you do is tell a friend, and no less a friend who invited you, that's the only reason you were there to win the Pettit ball, okay, to the suite, to watch the game to begin with. Mariano, why would anybody with connected brain cells think that this was anything other than a friend just tossing out the answer to a friend? How can you then think that there is some string attached and create this obligation that there is zero evidence of at the time that you threw out the answer? Whether you threw it out, Mariano, or whether you threw it out, Mariano, it doesn't matter. Because you are claiming righteousness based on an obligation that you created after the fact because you now want a different ball. And you're not right.
At the time, there would have been no second ball.
That's right, sweetheart. There would have been no second ball. Which ball? Pick which hand.
Oh, that's not fair.
Go ahead.
That hand.
What a coincidence happens to be the Pettit ball. Make sure, because my eyesight's not so good. Okay? You are dead wrong. Your friend is right. Okay? You are dead wrong about this. You cannot come into court and sue, much less 13 years later, on an obligation that didn't exist at the time that you spent whatever you spent. And in your case, the spending is speaking the words of the baseball player. There was no string attached. You cannot now attach a string. Verdict for the defendants. Good luck, guys.
All right, guys. What do I do?
All right, so you got your Andy
ball,
Pettit ball there. Okay, that's not bad. How do you feel about that?
Well,
Get Andy Pettit. Think of Pettit now.
I think the judge was a little rude and a little on his side from the very beginning. I guess she doesn't understand what friendship and the right thing to do.
I think she does.
And if Mariano, if you're listening, I'm a big fan. Please send the ball.
Really, he set the career record for saves, right?
That's
How
right.
many
He's
was
the last to wear 42?
How many was that?
602.
602. Who did he pass?
Guy from Houston.
Trevor Hoffman.
Yeah, Hoffman.
Right, that's right. Okay, how many does he have in the postseason? He has that record too. How many?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
42.
Now.
Okay,
Yeah.
head right down this way. All right. How you doing? Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy with your Mariano ball there?
I am very happy. I'm glad that finally this is put to rest because we've been doing this over and over, and he's constantly saying that he's right. Her words were dead wrong.
Right.
And that to me means more than anything.
Right. And so,
Hi, Kelly.
who did he pass to get the record?
Trevor Hoffman.
That's
And he's
right.
got 603.
Well, it was 602 when he passed him. How many does he have in the postseason? He has that record too.
42, right?
All right. Okay.
There you
Good,
go.
good job. Head right down this way.
Thank you. Have a
You know, you can see pictures and video of the judge with Mariano on the website, peoplescourt.com. Harvey?
What I like about this case is these litigants were friendly. I mean, you don't always have to have animosity in court. They had a disagreement, they couldn't work out, they wanted a judge to do it, and they're probably going to be friends, which is a good thing. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.